G'day folks, Parkera here and welcome to episode 20 I think of Farm Sim 22 Elmcreek. We have a helper rolling the fields and this old boy is just about ready to rock and roll with some fertilizer, some lime. So we've got some liming to do on Sheila's field before we can plant another crop, which is probably next month we can plant, and we are looking at this stage planting. I'll be looking at this stage and planting wheat or more barley, possibly, just to get everything up and going. So, and I'm liming this field, like I said, it needs liming. We've got rolling being done by the helper on the other field, and hopefully by the end of this episode we're going to get the planting done in this field as well. Shouldn't take too long. I've only got 2,000 litres in here of lime, but I'm hoping it's going to be enough to get done. Well, it's looking like possibly not. I'll just have to go and get another bag, which is fine. We are leasing this fertilizer spreader. We have not purchased it. So yeah, we are very rough and ready here, aren't we? Not the ideal, having to redo this. But it is what it is. So we'll go and we'll finish what's left on this, and then we'll go and get another 2,000 litres. I did think it would be enough, but obviously no. Hopefully we can do this whole row down here though. That'll be enough for us. Looks like we should. Yep. Neighbour won't mind. We're going to go down and have another look and try and get a little bit more done. Do any bits I've missed laughter or after. Oh, look at that. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to go and get some more fertilizer. I'll be back in a second, folks. Righty-ho. So we've gone and got another bag of fertilizer. Lime. I think I've been calling it fertilizer all this time, folks. Now the reason I only got one bag is cost. Wasn't too sure if 2,000 litres would be enough, but I didn't want to get 4,000 litres because the bags are 2,000 litres each. So I just decided just to play it safe, and we'll just get what we can. And yeah, so it's just going to be a bag. I mean, we've got a second bag in here, but obviously it's not going to be 2 bags worth of lime. However, it is what we need to get done, and we're going to finish this off here. And we've got that little bit on the corner, I think, where we started to complete as well. Just down here, we'll get that done. Gave the farmer, next door farmer, a hand. Excellent, so we're done and dusted here, and again look, the AI worker is on a roll. He's finishing off that, so while he does that we will go and unload this, the return. I'm not going to return, I was going to say no, we need to return that, but we do need a bit of lime on the top field, on the field by the road. We've got the sunflowers where we join them, but of course we can't do that right now, so I was going to hang on to it, but that's until October. So we're going to return this and everything else as well. However, I will keep the lime for what it's worth, just so we have a little bit here. I'm going to just put it put it here for now. So that's unloaded over there, that's fine. Okay. And we'll do a bit of magic. And we'll return the spreader. Look at that, Bob's uncle marries your mother. And we can find that he is done and dusted as well. Rock and roll hoochie coo. So we're going to just return these in the yard. The yard, yeah, one thing I have noticed, and I did kind of think about it, oh, cheapest parks, is with removing the barn, it just give us one less area, you know, it's given us storage wise for the shed, not as much. However, we will just deal with what we got as we need to. We are going to do the seeding, so we need the seeder, so I'll need this tractor. We'll see you shortly as we go and get some. Now it's going to be in tomorrow because we're going to look into here and we can see on the calendar that September we can do barley and wheat. Now we've already got barley, and I'm thinking that there's no point getting wheat. We've got, how many we've got? 13,000 litres of barley. We might as well just keep with that as well. G'day folks, Parkera here, and welcome back to Farm Sim 22. Well, I say welcome back, but we haven't really got anything. Same episode, if my plans go to right. Right, we're just about to plant some barley here in Shedder's Field. It was limed earlier on the episode, which was yesterday in game, and now we are chucking in some barley, and it looks like she is going wow. Once we've done this, we do need to roll. I'm going to look at trying something out here with another worker. And that is to utilize a worker on the roller behind us. But we will see. Yep, a slight overlap here at the moment, but that's okay because what the game does, it doesn't actually, if you've already planted, for example, with the overlap here, you can see it won't actually, you won't waste any seeds by replanting it in that spot. And to be honest, I think a lot of modern technology pretty much does that as well. So we're just turning around here. Oopsie, that was a bit... that was a bit vicious. We'll get this done, and then what I'm going to look at doing is getting the roller done on a worker to follow us behind. Gives us all that extra little bit of yield, which at the end of the day is what we are after. Yeah, I think we should be alright, just set to go. Let's have a look. So we're just going to pop out. I'm going to go and jump into the other tractor. I'm going to hook up the roller and get a worker on that. So a fair whack done this episode. Now moving ahead, what I think I'm going to do is the next really, once we've done all this with the rolling and stuff, the next thing we're going to do is we are just pretty much going to be in a waiting game until the sunflowers are due in around about October, and I don't plan on mucking around until then, so I'll probably after this episode we'll skip ahead until October unless something crops up, get it? And then we'll once we've done that, then we'll we'll look at doing that in the next episode, which will be the harvesting of the sunflowers. Right, we're going to put a helper on this. And I might have to be real quick about it, because he ain't going to be a slouch. In fact, it may pay for me to swap over. We'll see, because he doesn't do the headlands. Which I will do. We'll see how we go. Be a race. Look at that, he's right on us now. Just because of the width of that machine, it's crazy. Woo, dog. We'll see. We might just be able to keep ahead of him. We'll see. We shall see. We're doing good for seed. We are doing good for fertilizer. We missed a little patch, but it's okay. Yeah, we missed a little patch there. We'll get that next time. We'll just get that to finish off. He's turning around, coming down anyway, so may run into each other and say, "G'day, mate. How are ya?" This field does get shorter. And now, how's that going to look? Yeah. That's fine. We will go back over that anyway. We're doing okay. I think we're just staying ahead enough of this guy that it's not going to interfere at the moment. So that's good. Got a good of a head start. He may catch up with us, but hopefully we can stay ahead. No, we can stay ahead. So that's good. Screenshot. Oh, you dumbass. Well, that's going to put a bit of a kibosh on the plan. I need to get ahead of this. It was just me just not paying attention and just doing too much in the screenshot. Back on track now, I think. Should be okay. We'll see how we go. Yeah. Just. Luckily here to survive. I'm sure the farmer doesn't mind what we're doing to his field up ahead. At the end of the day, he's getting a bit of cultivation done for him for free. There we go. Probably because I was in his way. Somehow, it's because of this field. I think it struggles to recognise because of the shape of it. We'll see. One more pass. We'll just keep an eye on that. That's alright if the worker doesn't finish off. We can do that. So a fair bit of this episode, bit of rolling, double rolling in that. Planting, but of course a bit of the lime. So I'm not sure what we're going to call this. But never mind, Farmer Joe. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Now we're going to be rocking and rolling. Just pop it back. Do that a little bit we missed. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the rolling. Might just leave it. We'll see. Okay. We're done. Just get this because I don't want a big patch in the middle. But we'll see how it looks. Not a problem. Get that little patch there as well as we return this to the farm. And the worker will continue. We'll leave him to finish the job while we go and park this up. And it's pretty much going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. I really need to sort this yard out. I'll do all that off camera if I remember. Last lot here. Bob's uncle, Mary's your mother. We are done and dusted for this episode. Oh yeah. Look at that, he's completed it. Fold it up. And we'll go. Come on, tractor, let's go. And we'll take this back to the farm and then we are done and dusted. We'll have a quick look at our PDF and yeah, excellent. So that is how it is. You can see there we've got a growth stage already on our canola because it has been a month and we have just planted our barley. So we look at our PDF now, guys. We look at our map here. We just go back to the growth stages. Crop. Okay, so we've got barley in 48. We've got canola in 47. We've got sunflowers in 46. We can see here in our next filter growing stage. So we've just planted 48. Well, we're helping out the farmer here, but we've planted 48 as well. We've just planted that with today, obviously, with barley. Last month we planted 47 with canola. It's slightly darker green, and 45 is dark. It's really the rock and roll in October for harvest as well. And we go to the state here. We can see both fields. I mean, not ideally, but fertilized at least in 2 stages now. We could go over again. Now 45 and 46 do need rolling, and also, like I said before, liming in that section there, and we take it off there, then we'll be there. So once the plan is, once I've harvested the sunflowers, I'm going to go through that field and I'm going to lime it, the whole fields, both of them, and then we can roll them and just do a real good job of it and get it up to the same state. So the ultimate plan, before I buy 49, because I'm thinking of combining these fields into one eventually, we are going to look at, hopefully after this year's harvests have come through, to hopefully be enough to warrant some sort of production. So again, we can see here we are in September. We planted the barley, ready to rock and roll. We planted the canola last month as well, which we've just touched on. So they'll be ready to harvest barley in June of next year, and we'll be able to harvest canola in July. So it's a very quick turnover in canola. And also we've got sunflowers this year to harvest in October, and that's when we come back, when the harvest is ready for sunflowers. Until then, folks, I am Parkera. Thank you for joining me. Hit a thumbs up if you've liked this video. If you're new, please consider subscribing so you don't miss more, and of course we've got the playlist there and everything else. I'm Parkera. Take care of yourselves and each other. Till next time, kia kaha.